Hey everybody, Jennifer Hine here, a Los Angeles area-based real estate agent with Rodeo Realty, and today we're going to go over the numbers from the January 2021 California Existing Home Sales Report that just came out this week. And this is a very interesting time in California real estate. So I'm going to briefly go over those numbers, but then we're going to talk about what this means for both buyers and sellers in this market. And what I'll do is I'll put the numbers at the end so you can pause and go through them in more detail. But again, we're going to focus more on what these numbers mean for buyers and sellers and give you my thoughts about what I've been seeing here locally and thoughts about how things are going to be in the next few months, maybe up to the next year. If you have any questions about your particular situation, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm more than happy to help. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin with the median sales price. And remember, median is middle, not average. So the median sales price actually went down slightly as compared to last month, but keep in mind, last month we had record high numbers. If you look at this month to January of 2020, we had double-digit increases, both for all of California and Los Angeles County. Now, in fact, we have had double-digit year-over-year increases for the last 6 months. So prices are definitely up. Yes, they've gone down a little bit from the previous month, but if you look at the last couple months, we actually started to go down October, November, and then December popped right back up to some, like I said, record high numbers. Now we're down slightly from those record high numbers. Moving forward, there's two main things that are driving this, and I believe you all know this. It's the dramatically low mortgage interest rates, which are giving buyers more buying power and allowing some buyers who maybe couldn't buy before to be able to buy now, and the record low supply of homes available. In fact, a lot has to do with people being reluctant to put their homes on the market due to the coronavirus. And as the vaccinations roll out in the next few months, maybe people will be more comfortable. But as of right now, if we look at new listings for January as compared to last year, 53.4% decrease. And if we compare it to even the last month, we're down 10%. The other thing is the number of sales. Compared to last year, we're still having really, really high sales. But compared to last month, especially here in Los Angeles County, it's dropped quite a bit. What does this all mean for both buyers and sellers? And what have I been seeing lately as both a listing agent and a buyer's agent? On the listing side, your homes are going very quickly. You have very serious buyers. You have fewer showings, obviously with the coronavirus, and I will put a link up above where I kind of describe how homes are sold in the coronavirus situation. But prices, you're getting over asking, you're getting multiple offers, and you're getting contingencies that would normally be in place are getting removed to be more competitive. And contingencies, remember, are conditions, like it has to appraise, you have to get your loan approved, there's inspections, and we have to agree to those if we want to make any changes, that sort of thing, for example. But those are often getting removed now to be more competitive. Now, on the buyer side, you have to move very quickly because it's by appointment only, and there's only certain windows of time. And if you don't move fast, you can't get an appointment, especially under $1 million, which, believe it or not, is more of a starter home situation here in Los Angeles County. Now, for sellers, this obviously is a great time to sell because the supply is so low and the demand is so high. It's very, very pent up there. If you feel safe and comfortable, or it's a second home. Now you have to keep in mind, where are you going to go? What is your plan? And how the strategy that you use will depend on where your plans are. And I'm actually going to make a video about this with this current market and what you're going to do, what your various options are available to you, because this is a little more, there's just a lot of different possibilities. So you really have to plan your best way to go if you know you want to move. So as soon as I make that video, the link will be above, I promise. Now, as the vaccine rolls out more, there will be more homes on the market. So you will have more competition. However, as long as the interest rates stay really low, you'll probably still do very well, even with more homes on the market. But if you'd like to move forward now, like I said, it's a great time in terms of the low supply with the low interest rates. Now for buyers, I know this is a really, really tough time. It's super competitive. When we compare a study this year versus last year, buyers' problem last year was saying affordability. This year, it's getting outbid everywhere. So for buyers, if you know you're going to be somewhere for at least 5 years, you want to stay put, find a home that you like. But I think the biggest word would be compromise. So perhaps you're looking in an area that maybe you weren't open to before, or you're looking at a layout that maybe you can make some changes in time. Just make sure that you have set some ground rules for yourself. That way you don't get caught up in the bidding war and go beyond your means. Another thing possibly that you would compromise if you are not able to kind of move your location or the layout is price. And just to make sure that you you can still manage what you get into. So those would be my thoughts for buyers. And also, yes, you may have to be willing to let go of, take a risk with some of the contingencies. So you'll have to talk to your agent so that you fully understand what that means and if you're willing to do that, just to secure a home right now. And perhaps, yes, there might be more inventory added in the next few months. But if you do see something you like now that you can reasonably afford and get into, I say go ahead and move forward right now and not think, well, maybe something better will come along, because guess what? Maybe something else won't come along. Well, that's kind of it in a nutshell. So I'm going to put the statistics for both Los Angeles County and California right at the end here. Feel free to pause it so you can read it in more detail. And again, if you have any questions about your particular situation, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm more than happy to help. And that wraps it up, everybody. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.